The art of the deal.
This is RadioOnFire.com. Yours truly, Dominic K, in here alongside my father. How you doing, Dad?
Yeah, glad to be here.
So, you've been on a bit of an excursion.
Yes, a cold excursion.
What did you do?
We went. Your mother and I and your sister went to Rockford, Illinois. It's about an hour and a half north of Chicago, and
North
of Chicago, and it was good, but it was cold. It was cold.
So that I saw the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So you had fun.
Yes. It was best that we went when we did, because
Why?
2 weeks ago they said it was 54 below zero.
Yeah.
54 below nothing.
Any people? What did you go to Subway?
Did we what?
Go to Subway?
No.
Any people around with MAGA hats, bleach,
No.
or rope?
No, I didn't see any.
You
It's
were
too
not,
cold.
Were you in MAGA country?
Yeah, it looked just like MAGA country.
It did look like MAGA country.
Yes.
All right. So
Yeah.
interesting. So today I want to talk about the art of no deal. The art of no deal. So President Trump, as with many disaster-filled second dates.
That was the second date.
Yeah, second date collapsed. And, I think it's inevitable because they misread each other. Intention-wise. Like, what do you want? What do you want? And totally different from Singapore. He presented himself differently, talking about Trump after it was over with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So a week ago today, we were talking about he was going to try to sell something.
Mm-hmm.
They're still trying to sell something.
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Yeah, but he's a salesman. That's all he knows how to do, is sell, and so he gonna sell. And the thing about it is that I was reading something the other day, and it said he finally got to Vietnam. he ducked it before.
Yeah.
And he finally got to Vietnam. Still lost. So he and plus, Tony Schwartz, the guy who wrote The Art of the Deal, said that they were making up stuff as they went along writing that book. He said and Schwartz said he feels so bad about the stuff that he wrote in that book, but this guy Donald Trump is just a megalomaniac. He's a maniac.
Yeah.
He's a maniac, and he is there's no question that he is the most incompetent. He was not any more qualified to go to negotiate a nuclear arms deal than the owner of the New England Patriots. What's his name?
Kraft. You talking about Kraft?
Kraft, who got caught with those Asian girls.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't qualified to go. Trump ain't no qualified either. They both billionaires. So what does that mean?
Yeah. I mean, I think that Kraft would do better.
Yeah.
Because he would put in some people that is qualified, and he would just kind of sit back. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we don't know.
Yeah.
But
he listen. He no. Him being the president is, and I don't mean this in joking. I mean it really. Remember Charlie Sheen winning? I mean,
he's along those lines.
He is Charlie Sheen if he was president. Winning, guys are nuts.
Temper tantrums and all that. Yeah,
the whole bit. And They elected it. But let me tell you, I can see now. I saw a little press conference today. He getting nervous. He's nervous.
You should be.
You know, the walls are coming in on him too. You know, because now he's saying, you know, that they're just they're just mad about the elections, and they just keep picking on me and what is it called, the president harassment, and you know he.
Who's heard of such?
Yeah, right. You know, but he it's getting to him now. You know, it's getting to him. It's getting to him.
He's getting annoyed with it. Yeah.
It's keeping him up.
He said he was in love. Keeping him up. Who told him that it was going to keep him up at night? Well, Korea was going to keep him up at night. North Korea. Mm-hmm. Who said that?
His predecessor.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, he says he's in love. Wrote him beautiful letters. What really bothers me?
That's so he said he
said that he was in love with him and Kim were in love. You remember? President Trump. I mean, the stuff that he said.
Yeah, the bro, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The bromance.
Bromance. Mm-hmm.
He said that Kim wrote him beautiful letters. Here's what really bothers me. You have Trump, who takes the word of MBS, Putin, mm-hmm. Kim Jong-un. Mm-hmm. But you take the words of these murderers, liars, dictators, mm-hmm. but you doubted the word of President Obama. Mm-hmm. He says, he takes these criminals at their word. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm trying to use his logic. Mm-hmm. But you doubt that the President Obama was born in America? Mm-hmm. You need to see his birth certificate to validate it. Mm-hmm. But these guys, MBS, Putin, Kim Jong-un, take them at their word. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Unbelievable.
Face value.
Unbelievable. Mm-hmm. Unbelievable. Mm-hmm. So let's go to picture one. So this quote is from the former U.S. Special Representative for North Korea policy. He says it was obvious from the beginning they would get stuck on the question of how much denuclearization there should be and how much sanctions relief. So, thank you. So, I mean, did you think anything was going to happen at this second summit?
Last week I said that whatever he does, he's going to try to act like it was something. I mean, to show you how off base this country has gotten and how the world perceives us. You know, last week the world was almost witnessing a war between Pakistan and India. Both have nuclear
weapons. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they said that this is the first time that nobody came to try to mediate the problem. Normally it was America that came.
Of course, you're right.
They said nobody came, and they said that's why they came so close to going to war last week. And this and this shows you the
end of the world.
America has lost its prestige, has lost its influence, has lost America in 2 years. Mm-hmm. Because if Obama had been there, there would have been somebody there. Even George Bush, there would have been somebody there. This guy is incompetent to be the president. He may be
even Nixon would have had somebody.
Anybody,
there.
all of them would have been there because this is what it means to be a leader of the free world.
Right.
And he wants
right.
And China, Russia. He is trying to get America to accept that philosophy of let them do their own thing.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I watched Bolton, Pompeo kind of twist themselves into knots trying to defend stuff that Trump says that I know they don't believe.
And Bolton was bad enough, but Voting is mild next to this fool is in office.
And he was bad.
Yeah.
Do you think that working with him and for him rather will hurt them when the presidency is done? The people that have worked for him.
The people that have worked for president.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like Kellyanne Conway.
Oh, without question. Without
or,
question.
you know.
Without question. It's just like this guy. I think his name is Rick Wilson. Wrote this book. Everything Trump touches dies. I love the title of that book.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're gonna die on the vine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if he don't get them before they get out, just like everybody else that he touched. His A-Spoon Coon lawyer, Cohn.
Yeah.
You know, dying on the. And they said that the one that's in jail it has a cane now. Weak. Manafort.
Yeah.
Can't walk. Weak. Trying to say that he wants to get his sentence reduced because they didn't find collusion. You might have found something else, but you didn't find collusion. And why you keep painting me with the president? Let me, you know.
Here's the problem with that argument, and I've heard them say that. Even if, and I'm going to go on record and say, I don't think that they're going to find direct evidence of collusion from Trump. But just because they have a mandate to investigate Russia's involvement, that doesn't mean that any crime we find along the way we're going to ignore. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it's going to be hard to charge Trump, with anything. But you minions, y'all getting charged. Either cooperate or y'all getting charged. It's that simple. Mm-hmm. It's that simple. So you can go to so with that being said, MAGA supporters, are y'all tired of all this winning? You think they're tired of all this winning?
They think they're winning though. And then you know this guy's got about 85 to 90% approval rating.
I saw that.
You know, with the Republicans. Of course, they say that those weren't the same Republicans that were out with 2 years ago. But he got whoever they are, he got approval rating with him.
What do you think that the independents have been turned off? These independents and former President Obama voters helped get Trump elected. Like they voted, some switched sides. Do you think that any of them are affected by Trump's antics?
Yeah, they've got cognitive dissonance. Yeah, they got buyer's remorse. Yeah, no question. And then with Bernie Sanders, you know, a lot of his went over on the other side.
Yeah,
and some didn't vote. Period. But here's the ironic thing that you know, we're gonna be coming out maybe in a couple of weeks with more details on this. But here's the ironic thing: the Democrats can flip this script and say, yes, we're going to make America great again. Because you see how low he's taken America. We got to bring it up. They almost went to war. Nobody there to even say, let's stop it, boys. Come on, boys. Nobody was there. And this is going to happen over and over again. So, yes, they got to flip the script. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He is very easy to deal with, Donald Trump, to beat him. It is. But these Democrats that are running cannot look at it and try to debate and get an audience on pure politics.
Right.
He's changed the game.
Because he'll be like, boring.
Exactly. Nobody gonna be piled in long lines to hear somebody give a long policy. That's true. You gotta entertain these people. You gotta entertain.
Why
the voters.
is it that they did that for President Obama?
Because he was entertaining too.
But his speeches.
You know, and you know, his Al Green songs, Al Green coming up. You know, he was entertaining. You know, and they liked him. You got to be likable. You got to smile. Bernie Sanders can't do it because he's too sourpuss. He can't. You got to be upbeat. You got to be. It's a whole.
I like him less this time than I did last
well,
time.
he won't even.
And I didn't like him last time.
Yeah, he won't get as far now. You got to be upbeat. You got to be smiling. You got to be sharp. You got to let people know this guy here. Just like you just talked about. He wrote a book on the art of the deal. Where's the art? Where's the deal?
Made zero deal.
Right.
Donut.
Right.
I mean, he didn't make a deal last time either.
Right. Here's a guy who talks about, hey, because their whole platform is going to be socialism, and then you just flip it. Your first wife's whole family was raised under communism. Your third wife, her and her whole family was raised in communism. Your H-Spoon Coon is a communist named Putin. Communism is all in you. The most of the people that you hire to work in your golf course are from the Far East. I mean, from the Eastern Bloc nations, or from Mexico. Okay, this guy has no credibility at all. So this is how you have to deal with him. Yeah, and you're not going low. I'm just telling the truth.
Right. And I think that in your face type of rhetoric is what's needed. So, but like you said, we're going to talk about that in the coming weeks. So, I mean, Trump is signaling that you were talking about being nervous, that he's not going to try to comply with any of the probes that are coming.
Right.
So he said today that he's not going to comply with he's giving signals. Accusing the Democrats in the House of launching probes to hurt his chances in 2020.
And you know what's going to happen though? Of course, the only thing that Cummings and them can do is subpoena them, and they're not going to comply. Then they're going to go to courts and then get tied up in the courts. So, but what will happen is that you have to keep in the forefront of the American people that this guy is not complying with the law, but he wants you to. So you just have to. You got to bring all that out. Yeah, you have to bring it all out, and then in 2020, the people will. He won't get impeached. The people will impeach him because they won't vote for him again. Right. And that's the only way you can do it.
He's suggesting that the House Judiciary Committee's request for documents from 81 of his associates is he got an issue with that. So he tried to say that Obama didn't give any one letter. He didn't do anything about requests, which is not true. Because
he can't even mention Obama's name. He ain't qualified to mention his name. Yeah. Because this is the guy who said, "I'm going to hire the best people to run this country." He meant the most corrupt people, not the best people, the most corrupt people. We had to put that in the forefront. You said you're going to have the most astute, the best and the sharpest people in the country working for you. And if this is the best you have, and all of them are going to jail. They're being fired and they're quitting. And they write, and everybody got to write a book on you. Everybody that you hire want to talk to you. They got a wire. Okay, they wired up when they go talk to you. What kind of person? We can't have you as the president. That's how you talk to them.
We had one president that had people fired up and ready to go. Right. You got people wired up.
Oh, I like that. Hey,
they wired up and ready to go. They like wired up.
That's right. Ready to go. President Obama had the people fired up and ready to go. You got them. We got to get wired up and ready to go. Oh, I love that one. Oh, yeah. And see, that's how they have to talk to him. Yeah. They're not going in the gut. I'm just telling you the truth.
Yeah. And you're right. There's that charisma factor. I don't know if any of them have it.
They got to have it. It ain't going to work.
Because as crappy as he is, he has charisma and he's entertaining.
Right. And you got to entertain these people.
You got to. Do we have. Bernie's not entertaining. And he lacks charisma.
Yeah, Bernie's too old. He's gone. And I have a friend of Travis keeps talking about, a friend of mine, Travis Winky here in Baltimore, keeps talking about the former vice president. And
No.
He said, we need experience. And that's true. But he's not going to be the one.
everybody has more experience than Trump.
Yeah, right.
So that we don't have.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Everybody.
I mean, every
Everybody.
Democrat that they have running has experience in office or
that's
running
what-
a business.
That's what they need to say.
You know.
Yeah. That's true. Everybody got more experience.
They're all and they're all. I guess with the exception of Starbucks.
Right.
But
And he's not a Democrat either.
Right.
Who would send Charlie Sheen to go negotiate nuclear arms?
Anything. No. Anything.
I mean,
Anything.
This is Charlie Sheen's brother.
I mean, I remember you telling stories when we were younger about going overseas and saying that, like in the marketplace, you're negotiating the prices on stuff. I wouldn't even want Trump negotiating a price for me to buy something on the street. It just, you know what I mean?
The art of the deal. And anything that he says out of his mouth, he's really catapulting, letting you know how to beat him.
Yeah.
Lock them up. He know that him and his friends need to be locked up. He knew that's what he's saying. You know what I mean? Everything.
I think it surpassed his thoughts because he thought they were going to need to be locked up. He didn't think they were going to actually get locked up.
Right. They got that man. They say, I don't know. I haven't seen him because they won't show him. They say he got a cane.
Yeah, allegedly. We don't know. They can try to manipulate the media and us feel sorry for him, which I don't feel sorry for him. Right. I'm worried about Democrats doing too much, though. Because this overreach can be used against you and can backfire. It can.
It can. And that's why they
Are we doing too much? Democrats, I'm referring.
No, not
Are
yet.
they doing too much?
Not yet, because not yet. He's not gonna get the sympathy call yet. You know that because everybody knows that when Cohen was talking the other day, he was telling the truth. Everything he said, he was telling the truth. Everybody, even
this was the one time,
right? Even the Republicans know he was telling the truth. And
well, they wanted to call them liars.
Yeah.
And here's a funny thing that Trump said. Trump said that everything he said was a lie except for the part he said about that. But look at some of the other things that he said. He talked about that he did not beat the wife in the elevator. He didn't have a secret love child. He said a lot of things that were favorable for Trump. Mm-hmm. And I think that showed that he was telling the truth. Because he could have just threw him under the bus on everything. But there were some things they were reaching for, saying, what about this? He's like, I can't say that. I don't know that one. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I felt that it was an honest moment for him. Mm-hmm. The first one I've ever seen or heard about with him, an honest moment. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Elijah Cummings said that the White House appears to be arguing that the Congress has no authority to examine decisions by the executive branch that impact national security, even when the president's former national security advisor has pleaded guilty to lying about his contacts with foreign government officials.
Mm-hmm. But now here's the thing with the Democrats. Now everything you just read there was politically correct, but it was too political, for the people to comprehend and to digest and to get into to be motivated by it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So they've got to be able to say all those things in about 2 sentences. Trump is, what you just read there is unbelievable.
Yeah, that's just, and let's take a look at this. So he went on to say there is a key difference between a president who exercises his authority under the Constitution and a president who overrules career experts and his top advisors to benefit his family members and then conceals his actions from the American people.
Strong. Absolutely. But too over the head of the average voter.
So how would you say that?
Here's a guy who is the president of this country, and we have 3 equal parts of government. He's trying to super exceed Congress. He wants to stop us from investigating him and his family. They're trying to get it. They want to, as we talked about before, a dictatorship just like they have Putin. Okay? Nobody puts a check on Putin in Russia. How dare you? Nobody puts a check on in North Korea.
Kim Jong-un.
He'll kill him. This is what he wants. America is a democracy. It's not a dictatorship. He wants a dictatorship. And the people have to understand this man is dangerous. His family is dangerous. And he's incompetent. We made a mistake. We have to face one thing. We made a gigantic mistake putting this man in office. He's going to destroy us. We got to say, he's going to destroy us.
Yeah.
And since we talked again, there was almost a war last week. Nobody even talks about it because of so much.
It was like the 5th news story, in the rankings for the
the two of them, both leaders said nobody came to help us in our argument. America is usually there. They weren't there. That's dangerous. This man is dangerous. We got to make America great again. Not him. We got to make it great again because he's already dropped it down.
Way down. Yeah. So, lastly, we could talk about some updates for the 2020 race as far as the Democrats go. Found out some things. Bloomberg says he will not run in 2020.
And you know what he also said?
What?
If I did run, I could beat Trump. He said, but I don't think I can get past all those Democrats. he said, on a one-on-one, I could beat Trump, but it's too many.
But he's probably right.
Yeah.
I think he would be good. He knows them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They work together as far as in New York.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's saying, I will be able to get through this field.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to let me cut in line.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. And then they're also thinking that, he's talking to the former vice president. And so they think that he may run. I don't think so.
I think I hope he doesn't. Mm-hmm. Because I don't think he can win. I don't even think he can make a credible showing.
I don't either, and I don't want him to be embarrassed.
And he will be embarrassed.
Right,
he'll be embarrassed.
And Trump will also use that. He'll talk about it. Even Obama's vice president couldn't even get past that field. He'll do anything. He'll do anything.
Yeah.
And but I hope he doesn't run because I don't think, as you said, I don't think he can get out. And I don't know who is the leading.
Well, they're saying that Bernie's leading.
Yeah.
Because the amount of money that he's raised. But we know another person's not running. Eric Holder.
Right.
Says,
that's good.
I won't run,
right,
but I will fight to elect the right Democratic president.
Right.
I like Eric Holder, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think he is a great Scottie Pippen.
Right.
Right.
He's a
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's not Jordan.
Right. He's not the leader.
Huh?
He's not the leader.
No, you can pass the ball to him sometimes. Mm-hmm. You need to get a rest.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Catch your breath.
See,
your wife's on the phone. You need to take a call real quick.
This is a prime example we're talking about. Now, Eric Holder, he's smart.
Yes.
He's he's articulate. He's a sharp guy. He doesn't have any charisma.
Zero.
And
charisma.
And he doesn't.
But he's smart.
Yeah, he's smart. But he doesn't have the charm to. He doesn't have the.
Venez c'est quoi?
Yeah, he don't have it. And this election, you're gonna really have to have it because you gotta have. He's not gonna be able to get people to stand in line to to see him speak. By the thousands.
There's not gonna be any crime when if he was to get elected. They would be crying for him.
No. And then that goes.
Did you? I mean, cut you off. Mm-hmm. Did you shed a tear or did your throat well up when Obama was elected?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Did
definitely.
you? Yeah.
Definitely.
It was powerful. It was powerful.
And then here's a thing too. You know, Obama could give speeches. You know, he can
Right.
rile people up.
Yeah.
You know, Trump can't even read. You know,
Yeah, that's why he got. That's why he got to go off script.
Yeah.
I can't read that. but that is something that's playing to. He's playing to his own strength.
Yeah, right.
So he's saying, "Hey, it give me too much stuff to do. This is boring. They wanted me to say this. I'm going off script. Y'all want me to go off script?
Yeah!
Right. He's like, good, because I wouldn't read this anyway. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that's playing to your strength.
Yeah, right.
An Eric Holder type can't go off
he's
script. He's got to stay on script.
Straight down the line.
Yeah.
You know, and that ain't gonna win him. Yeah, man, that ain't gonna win him.
Maybe later, but not now.
Yeah. He might be a good, you know, he's a good man. You can trust him. You know, his word. I mean, he's gonna fight for this country. You know, so yeah.
We also got an announcement from Washington State Governor Jay Inslee announced his 2020 bid. So he is what I call a
he ran as vice president before.
Yeah, he's a single issue candidate.
Climate control.
Climate is his thing. He said that climate control, we get that solved, it's gonna solve everything, just about everything else.
He said we can fight, do all this, but if we ain't got no earth, what good is it if you win and get the art of the deal? So we get a nuclear freeze, but the earth is gone.
And you know what Trump said? Boring. Nobody cares about that. Boring. I mean, but he's right though. Without the earth here, you know what I mean.
Or Trump can say, he makes sense to me.
No,
vote for him.
He ain't gonna say
Let
that.
him be my candidate. I want to go against him. He's tough. I don't know if I can beat him.
you know when the Arctic weather was hitting a few weeks ago across the country.
Yeah.
He said, "Ooh, look at all this global warming."
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
He doesn't even understand the difference between climate and weather.
He's Charlie Sheen, President of the United States of America.
President Sheen.
President Sheen.
Yeah, that's something else. But I don't even know. From week to week, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that makes it good.
But that makes it exciting.
It gives us something to talk about. But you know, I still, as you said, I still haven't seen that Democratic candidate that you know that's got that
perfect for it.
Yeah.
What he hasn't made. He says he's going to be making some announcement. What about Beto?
Maybe, you know, I got to hear him. I mean,
he has a marketable look.
Yeah, I saw him. I heard his debate with the senatorial debate with whatever his name is.
Cruz.
Yeah. Cruz.
Nobody likes Cruz. Cruz's wife doesn't like Cruz.
Did you hear? Do you remember what's the senator from South Carolina who I don't like him at all? He ran too. And he was McCain's ace spoon coon.
Graham.
Yeah. Graham's
his first name's Lindsey.
Lindsey Graham. You ever heard of Lindsey? Well, I'm not going to say what I'm getting ready to say about
It's a piece of crap.
Yeah.
Why did his mother name him Lindsey?
Right.
She was responsible for that. His father wasn't responsible.
What's his wife's name? Oh, no, I won't get into that. He didn't have one.
I don't know that lady like that.
He don't have one. Okay.
He doesn't have a wife.
I'm not getting into that.
Okay.
I'm not getting into that. Okay. Lindsey Graham
he
said.
He likes fame.
Yeah, Lindsey Graham said
in the Glee Club.
that another senator could shoot Ted Cruz on the floor of the Senate and nobody would say anything.
Who said that?
Lindsey Graham said that.
Well, I gotta give props for that one. That's kind of funny.
He said nobody likes him.
And you know what else? What happened after that? Everybody said, it's kind of right.
And he still. How did he win that senatorial election?
Because Trump helped him. Trump pushed him over. He almost lost. I mean, because it shouldn't even been close. I mean, he wasn't within. I mean, it was a couple points he won by, but it shouldn't even have been close. In Texas. You know what I mean? In Texas. People, if you missed any episodes of the Father and Son News Show,
you're missing a lot.
Yes, but it's okay. You can log on to RadioOnFire.com/shows and click Father and Son News Show. You can watch us on demand.
Wow. They can?
Yeah. If you didn't see it live, you can see it's on demand. It could have been,
Well, y'all better get on the stick then. y'all want to learn something because we need y'all to be motivated.
Yeah. Fired up.
Because we got to make America great again. Because it's done gone down the tubes. Okay, it done gone down the tubes.
Thank you as always.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Fired up and ready to go. That's the Obama slogan.
Right.
Trump's slogan was wide up and ready to go. Now, do you see what I'm talking about, America? One man said fired up and ready to go. The other one is wired up and ready to go. They ready to tape everything he says because he gonna be lying. He gonna lie on me, so I got to tape him.
Right.
Wired up and ready to go. America, we got to go.
We'll see y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.